Neither one.
Yeah.
Why?
Chavez because he never had no discipline.
And Chavez and Canelo? Why? Oh my God! Too cocky.
No, too cocky. He said, like, he never fought anybody good. I'm gonna believe on him when he fights.
That goes in boxing history.
When he goes against Triple G.
Who's Triple G fought? Who has Triple G? Give me a name opponent.
Jacobs. He just beat Jacobs.
But who?
If he's nobody,
Beat
why he didn't fight it when he's sick? He opened his mouth and then he backed out. He says, "Como decimos en México."
That goes.
Dejen de
But,
mamada.
okay, I'm gonna tell you. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this right now. You're in boxing.
He says if he
You're a boxing trainer. You're a boxing trainer, and you want to make money.
Oh well.
No, exactly. What does make more sense when a guy that never
Maybe now he has to fight.
because now he's making a name for himself.
And when he fight him and beats
But
him,
let me ask you, you're
I
a
mean,
boxing
he's
trainer.
fine.
You train fighters.
I just don't like him.
But if regardless if you like him or you don't, we could all debate about not liking. Nobody liked Mayweather, and I always took his side. Nobody gave him an opportunity to fight anybody. Shane Mosley went up from 135 to 147. Oscar De La Hoya really just jumped in, was at his turn, at his weight.
You know why they didn't like him? The way he fights, the way he runs around. But that's his way of boxing.
That's not running. You see, that's
No,
not.
that's just in the ring. I
Being
like him.
smart.
I like
Okay,
him.
you like him. So.
Felix Strickland, I like him. Hopkins, I like him.
Okay.
Chavez, Senior, my best.
Yeah. Who?
Marcos, Marquez,
Yes.
Pacquiao.
I never liked Pacquiao. Why you like? What you see? I don't give guys credit who drains their fighters. What Pacquiao has done.
That's what Canelo's doing right now.
But the thing is, a guy he's going up a weight division that he's always fought guys at his weight division, 154. 154. When you fight at your weight division and you fought the best, so what? Who has Triple G fought? Triple G fought Marco Antonio Rubio, a blown out middleweight. Hopkins did the same thing. You could criticize Hopkins. You could criticize everybody. Anybody who
Roy Jones Jr. He fought that heavyweight guy.
But John Reese, the worst heavyweight out there? John Reese? Why he didn't fight Evander?
But he still beat him and it was a little guy.
But the thing is, he didn't beat an Evander. He didn't beat a Tyson. He didn't beat a Lennox Lewis.
A little Pacquiao was a small little guy.
Yeah. I don't want to touch this Pacquiao subject because the thing is, I know things that you probably don't know. I used to spar Pacquiao for 2 years, and I felt him. That's all I'm gonna say. So I think he will.
Sorry, but I don't like Canelo.
No, you don't have to like him, but I'm just saying people don't like him because you see, Canelo's a real true
If they
Mexican.
give me a ticket to go see them, just toss them on the trash. I will not see them.
I'll pick him up.
Huh?
I'll pick him up. I want to see this fight. I'm excited to see this
They have to pay
fight.
me to go see him. Neither one.
No, I actually thought Chavez was
One
doing
has
well
no-
until he messed up.
One had no discipline. The guy should have been better than that, but he has no discipline.
Oh, I know
Goes
that.
into drugs.
Hey, but he's actually making weight this time. There's no.
Well, this time
Yeah,
he's
but
making weight.
but the thing is, you got to realize this. You said about the weight that Canelo's going up to 64. Yeah, but the thing is, Canelo always fought at 55, 54. He's never gone
Canelo weight.
over, huh?
Canelo weight.
Yeah, no. What's 54 is the actual
54 is actual.
true champ. 55 is another way. When you're not fighting championship fight, you fought at 50. You fight at 55, but it's a non-title fight. Look up at anybody. Like I'm gonna look up who Oscar fought a couple guys at 48, and it was a non-title fight. Anybody when you're fighting for non-title fights, non-title fights.
Oscar went on the wrong division and fought Hopkins.
Oh yeah, that was already. Anybody who knew boxing that knew that was gonna happen.
Anyways, thank you.
Right, guys. Take care.
When you go over there, bring the same guys over there.
If I go, because
I know. You gotta
every single
You
time.
gotta take your business here too.
Yeah, I run everything.
Well, we come again.
But I'm gonna start doing it Saturdays here. But so when I get this whole thing going, we'll get sparring more often. All right. So yeah,
Big
going back.
fight this week.
Canelo Chavez. Everybody's debating. Everybody's talking smack. Everybody thinks this and that. I saw the face-off. And people,
What
I saw
happened on
more.
the face-off? I didn't see the face-off.
I think Canelo made his point.
What was the point?
They were saying that when Canelo said, when he called out Chavez when he was nobody, and Chavez said, oh yeah, who you were. Exactly. Canelo right now is on the A side. You know, he's calling the shots and gave him an opportunity. Really, Chavez is going for the money. You know, regardless, take care. Regardless of the situation, he went for the money. Chavez needs the money. Canelo said, even through a bet, he said he'll bet him his purse. And what happened? Chavez backed out. That tells you a lot. When you see the conversation between Canelo and Chavez, everything Canelo seemed secure of saying it.
I agree with you when you say that Chavez is doing it for the money, but what's Canelo doing it for? He doesn't need to fight Chavez. He could fight anybody else. At least someone, he could be fighting Triple G.
But the thing is, you got two Mexican legends. But the Barreras Morales, the Vasquez, the Marquez, and now we're talking about Rafael Marquez, Juan Manuel's brother. See, you got to realize what makes perfect sense. What makes perfect sense. You know, everybody wants to see, oh yeah, I want to see him. But who has Triple G fought? I will say it again. See, everybody says, oh, he's fought blown up fighters, blown up welterweights. Everybody has done it. You could name it. From Jermaine Taylor to even the great Bernard Hopkins was criticized. Oh, you fight blown up middleweights. It's gonna go in history. No matter what you do in history, it's like Chavez goes to tell him, "Oh, you're fighting me. Do you think it's an easier fight? You didn't go with Triple G." I'm like, why you criticizing? You went up to a certain weight division. You couldn't beat Fonfara, who was nobody at the time, and then all of a sudden, he's somebody because of you, because he busted up the son of a legend. And you know, he's never gonna rise to be his dad's pedigree. He's never gonna do it. You know, they just hate it that Canelo has done the things the way he's done it. He's fighting. The kid became world. The kid fought turned pro at 15 years old. Went up and fought. He was fighting guys that were a lot older than him, a lot more experienced than him at a young age. He's only 26. See, nobody has really done what he's done at such a short term. Now, fighting big guys, and it's going to come in time. But the thing is, when you're at that stage of your career, you're going to fight when it's beneficial to you. You're not going to get your brain shattered because everybody says it. Look at history in boxing. When Roy Jones lost, nobody gave a damn. You see, people forgot about him. When Oscar De La Hoya lost, nobody forgot about him. Everybody forgets about certain fighters. You see, I'm just speaking the truth how history goes. Canelo fights Triple G. Okay, he loses. He gets busted and beat up. And all of a sudden, don't forget him. They'll say, okay, on for the next. See, fighters are the most overlooked, most loved, but at the same time most betrayed. Exactly, my point. Betrayed.
Boxers are like, what have you done for me now? Type.
Exactly.
You know,
people will be happy with you until you finish your career. I've seen it over and over. They say everybody takes criticism.
Mike Tyson, number one.
Yeah.
Number one prime example.
See,
everyone loves Mike Tyson.
But I could go back with Mike Tyson. Who has Tyson fought? Who did he beat in his prime at his time? Who? If you name it. Evander, he lost. The next week, he lost.
And that wasn't even on the prime. It wasn't Evander at his prime.
They didn't fight in the prime. No, Evander was basically supposed to go as a dead lamb for him because Evander had heart problem. But Evander, what happened? Beat him. That people were overshocked. I was shocked because I grew up watching Tyson. That was basically was embedded in me that Mike Tyson was indestructible, unbeatable. And look at a legend that I saw got beat. See, I was shocked. I was like hurt when Tyson lost because I said, man, Tyson got beat up, got knocked out. But the thing is, not going back, who did Tyson beat? But I'm not going to take Tyson's. I'm going to take nothing away from Tyson. He's a legend, a young champion that was undisputed champion, and he people feared Tyson. You know, the aura of Tyson. It was like the aura of Ali, the aura of De La Hoya, the aura of Mayweather. See. It's about
aura of Triple G, the aura of Canelo.
What does Triple G have?
But it's still an aura.
I mean, now it's built up to that.
Exactly. Exactly what you're saying is that aura. That's the whole Triple G thing.
But the thing is, Canelo
there's an aura around
see, but
Triple G.
Canelo
There's
has
an
fought
aura about
bigger,
Canelo.
bigger opposition.
I get what you're saying.
Regardless of the thing they say about, oh, he's fighting bigger, the guys are a lot smaller, but the thing is, they're the bigger names, and Triple G cannot pull out that card. Yes, Danny Jacobs, a good middleweight. I think Jacobs won, but they give it to Triple G because they want to solidify the fight with Canelo. Imagine Chavez lose. Imagine Chavez beats Canelo. What's going to make more sense? A rematch is a bigger purse, a bigger payday for both fighters. See, you got to make what perfect sense for both fighters.
That's interesting that you just said that if Chavez wins, because, I mean, Chavez is a big
Chavez
guy.
has a possibility. I still think Canelo has a better chance to beat him because he has better skills, better abilities. He maneuvers.
So what does Chavez need to do to win?
He just got to use the size, but you got to yet see it again. Andre Ward said this in an interview, I think in Golpe a Golpe, one of those shows, the Spanish show. He said that when you've been accustomed eating a certain way for so many years and you drop your weight, you're basically losing muscle mass. You could use Roy Jones as an example. When he went up to heavyweight and then he dropped down to fight Tarver, he didn't look so great in the first fight. Then he fought in the rematch and got knocked out. It's because they drained themselves. When you get accustomed to having more weight in yourself, and I'm not talking about fat, I'm talking about muscle. You build up muscle and then you gotta drain that muscle. It's like having a car where you're trying to perform at a racetrack with half a tank. It's not gonna happen. You're gonna drain yourself. That's what people don't understand. People are always gonna say, oh, this and that about, oh, certified, you duck and move. Who cares? The whole thing, what makes sense is who they beaten. After the bigger names, Canelo has a better pedigree in his stable. Like I said, I'm gonna ask you, Chris, who has Triple G that you consider an A-class fighter that he's beaten?
The only name that is Jacobs, and then like you
and
said,
Jacob wasn't
wasn't
even favorite.
He wasn't
it
favorite.
Was Triple G.
He was a number one contender. He's a great middleweight. It was a really close fight. It was Triple G didn't look good.
And the thing is, Canelo fought
Canelo, you're completely
certain
right
fighters
about.
at a young age. I'm gonna go back with the Max Kellerman interview. Chavez tries to attack Triple G about, oh, you haven't fought nobody. Oh, you haven't, you fight little guys. You're doing the same thing. You fought. Realistically, Martinez was basically end of his career. He still kicked his ass, smacked him around. He got lucky that he hurt him in the last round. Then all of that, he still loses the fight. See? Discipline. Canelo puts himself as a professional, stays in shape. People don't see that. People want to see the bad boy. They want to see, oh yeah, he's an asshole. He's arrogant. Like my man Tony here, the trainer was just talking to me. They're always gonna criticize a certain person when they're doing well. Nobody wants to see a winner. Everybody wants to see you fail. And that's what I've noticed about life. When you're progressing, everybody wants to see you fail. Because you're arrogant, you're cocky, you're this, you're that. So what? You see, at the end of it all, if I was in their shoes, I would say, I don't give a damn. I'm a working citizen. I do like any other person, any blue collar person trying to make a living, and this is how I make my living. If I was fighting, see, why am I going to take your criticism when you're not in the ring for me? I'm in the ring. I'm the one taking a risk. I'm sacrificing myself for 2-3 months to get ready. And plus, the other thing is when you're at these type of levels, you're traveling. Trust me, you don't even want to do it. I know that is a fact. I've been around fight. Nobody wants to do an interview. Nobody wants to be around the media. Everybody wants to basically focus on themselves, focus on training. That's the reason, for example, Marvin Hagler, he used to go away from everybody, go to the dungeon, we call it, and basically stay away from everybody. That's the reason he had that fight with Thomas Hearns and knocked Thomas Hearns in 3-4 rounds. See, those are the things that people don't understand. When you start getting glamorous and people start watching TV and they see the 24/7 or the shows they see. You see, it's just a show. It's to bring the people. It's just to bring the people. And the thing is, there are always going to be critics, no matter what you're doing. Like Floyd got him, Tyson had him, Chavez had him, Roy Jones had him,
Canelo
De La Hoya had him. Canelo has him. Leonard had him. Marvin Hagler had him. Thomas Hearns had him. Everybody has had him. All the great champions have had him. Criticism.
Let's talk about this fight, man. How How do you see it? How do you see it going?
I think it's gonna be a very intriguing fight, and maybe not maybe. It will be an explosive fight, because the thing is, Chavez is gonna put his will. He has Nacho Bernstein on his corner, so I believe that there will be a good thing that Nacho would change his game plan to a certain degree. I'm expecting Chavez really to use his height and his reach, but also putting his size on it. But realistically,
what is Canelo gonna do?
I think Canelo's gonna do.
Because I see all the videos that he's been training to work the body. Everything's working the body.
Because he knows that the Canelo
chopping down the tree.
He knows that Chavez that will have problems. Depending if he makes the weight correctly, the body will slowly start slowing down in the later rounds if he bashes to the body early on. You see, but the thing is, Canelo needs to be careful that Chavez doesn't really impose his will and his size on him. If
that happens, what does Canelo need to do to get
be
back on
very
track?
constantly give him angles. Don't be in front of him too much. Because you notice that Canelo's constantly working. I noticed that he's working mostly into the body, but he's also working on his
He's working
footwork.
on angles, yeah.
And
He's working his footwork.
He's
yeah.
not going to stay in front of him. See, the only way that Chavez has a big is just to overwhelm him, overbatter him, and basically just punish him and backing him up. But remember this, Canelo has more to his arsenal than just going to the body. He's going to be giving a lot of movement. Watch the Cotto fight. The Cotto fight, he did a lot of little things that people don't really notice, because people don't respect, because he didn't knock out Cotto. You're not going to knock out a veteran like Cotto just like that, especially if he's still...
And not even a war veteran. Like, that guy's been through battles, and
he's
Cotto, survived major battles.
And he survived, and he keeps on coming, and he keeps on...
Canelo was very precise in that fight. He was very surgical and very technical.
One thing that Andre Ward said, that Canelo has more into his arsenal. Well, Chavez, he will probably impose his will, because he tries to fight exactly like his dad, coming forward, pressing the action, really taking shots, really giving shots, taking a few shots, and throwing some shots. That's what I see. But at the same, I'll take care. I see basically Canelo really outboxing him, outlanding him, and hitting him at will.
You think it's going to be a decision or knockout, or?
That's going to be very interesting. I still see it a decision. If it goes to this, it's going to be very in the last. If it goes to the decision, it's really going to end up to the last 2-3 rounds, and what type of conditioning there are. Because one thing that Chavez has noticed, I've noticed about Chavez, he's been going to the sauna, and that's not good for a fighter. If a fighter is constantly going to the sauna to lose weight, that tells me a lot. He's really trying to drop the weight as fast as possible.
Canelo's also been criticized about his conditioning throughout his
But
career.
the thing is, you got
now he's fighting a bigger fighter.
Yes, and maybe this could benefit Canelo at the higher weight.
It could benefit.
It could benefit.
Because this is his first fight at that weight.
But remember this: he's always dropped weight. You see, people don't realize he's fought at 54 for his whole career.
His natural weight is around 160. Around this weight.
James Toney used to be criticized. I'm a big James Toney fan. James Toney, when he used to fight at 160, that's what they said about him. He used to fight in spurts, not as active, not as precise. It looked like he was bored. The minute he went up to 168, basically he fought Iran Barkley, and he destroyed Iran Barkley. And through combination and through flurries at best. Maybe this could be the Canelo that maybe it could benefit.
This could be like the real Canelo.
Yeah, because sometimes people don't realize when you're dropping weight and you're draining yourself to drop the weight, it takes a toll into your body, and then you're basically burning muscle. Canelo's even not. Yeah, of course, he's not a small junior middleweight. He's a big junior middleweight. He's thick. So that's
an interesting point. I never looked at it that way.
Because people don't realize everything that I've known. You know, I'm not saying I know it all, but I've made weight. When I fought in the smaller weight divisions, I've made weight. I dropped down from 130 to 113 in 3 weeks. So it went to 130, 113 in 3 weeks. So I know how it is to take weight, to not eat, to basically maneuver your food. You know, you calculate certain things and kind of stay maneuvering and really going on the scale and maneuvering your food as well, and staying in the gym, and hopefully that you have enough to take to the fight. Because if you lose your weight wrong, you basically shut down and basically leave everything in the gym.
There's a process of losing weight.
Exactly. That's another thing that people don't know. people are going, like I said, people are always going to talk. And people, the more they talk, the less they know. They sound more ignorant. That's the reason why fighters are the most unappreciated person. Unvalued. They think that they could lose. I could lose a pound. That's nothing. Yeah, when you got a lot of choncho in your fucking stomach, of course you can lose. You could lose probably 5 pounds taking a crap. That's how I see it. See, because the people like to criticize. You know.
So you're calling. Okay, so what's your final call on this?
I think Canelo could be a late stoppage. Decision. I'm going mostly with the decision, but I wouldn't be shocked if it was a late stoppage because we already know Chavez has been stopped. So and by being tired and not working out, I'm not trying to say that Chavez is not in shape. I think he's in shape, but how did he lose the weight? How did he prepare for himself?
It's a big question mark on Chavez. So
yes.
We'll see how.
And there's already been a little debates, a little bit of scandal in training camp. Chavez want to leave early. Dr. Bernstein said, if you leave early, I'm not going to be with you in the corner. So there's debate. I know they're training in Otomi. One of the is I don't know how much altitude is one of the where a lot of the great Mexican champions have trained. See, that's what Dr. Bernstein wanted him there because he knew that that's the best way to basically condition him at the altitude. But yet again, there's been a little arguments or the confrontation between Nacho and Chavez Jr. saying that he wants to leave and go to Vegas early on and work on certain things. See?
Don Juan.
¿Quién
gana? ¿Cómo va a ir la pelea? Chavez Canelo. ¿Cómo lo ve?
Yo creo que se van a la distancia.
¿A 12 rounds?
Se van a la distancia porque Canelo no va a arriesgar mucho.
Porque
Chávez viene un poco más fuerte ahora sí, quizás la preparación esa que vimos ahora que con Nacho Bernstein y las reglas que le puso, creo que se preparó mejor que otras ocasiones. Creo que tomó más en serio esta pelea y yo creo que pues ahí yo le voy un...
Porque si Chávez gana esta pelea, todo el mundo se olvida lo que pasó con Chávez, que he's lazy, que no sé qué. Si le gana Canelo, todo el mundo se olvida de eso.
Si le gana Canelo.
Sí. ¿Cree eso? ¿Cree eso usted o no?
No creo eso. Creo que va a demostrar que se puede, de haber tenido tropiezos y de haber tenido muchas malas notas de sus otros entrenadores y eso, que decían que no llegaba a entrenar, que no era puntual y eso, que los dejaba plantados. Yo creo que en esta ocasión, si gana y eso, puede demostrar a mucha gente que se puede volver a ser un buen boxeador, un buen campeón. Porque mucha gente presumía que ya su carrera va para abajo, pero si demuestra lo contrario, se le va a dar mucho.
Let's just say Canelo wins. Chavez wins. Beats him, decision or drastic, and then all of a sudden the rematch. There's a rematch clause. They just say.
Is there a rematch clause?
There's always gonna be a rematch clause. There's always a rematch clause. We get bigger money. Everybody wants to make money. There's always a rematch. If Canelo loses, there's a rematch clause. They'll fight again, and I'll put money on it. If Chavez beats him again, they just say if he beats him again on the rematch. If it happens, I'll bet you Triple G is gonna start putting. I'll bet you Triple G is gonna start trying to put more demands, fighting at 64. I'll put money because the thing is,
to fight
Chavez. Or he may just take the risk and fight at 68 because the thing is bigger money. It's a lot of things going on that could happen. I can see that. Chavez will probably go, Triple G will go up to 68 and fight Chavez if Chavez fights at 68. Or because Chavez is now on the A side.
Yeah.
He calls out the shots.
¿Pero va a ganar Canelo, creo?
Yo, si hablamos en porcentajes, yo le voy ahorita un 60 Canelo.
60-40 a Chávez. ¿Qué tiene que hacer Chávez para ganar?
escuchar a la esquina, escuchar los consejos, no perder,
I agree.
no
I agree.
tomar sus propias decisiones, no dejarse llevar por el coraje o por el enojo. Que escuche su esquina, eso es lo más importante que yo pienso que debe de hacer. Porque Canelo va a boxear nada más, no va a arriesgar mucho, se va a mover, va a tratar de aprovechar los...
¿No cree que va a ir para el knockout, Canelo?
Porque
sí han hablado
yo
bastante,
creo que knockout de parte de Canelo, lo dudo. Quizás un buen golpe de Chavez, bien conectado, es más seguro que en un intercambio que se agarren, Chavez creo que pega más duro. Puede pegar más duro y más pesado. Creo que por ese camino yo creo que Chavez sí puede conectar un poquito. Canelo, creo, no le voy mucho. Creo que boxea más. Se va por puntos.
Yeah, I agree with him. I agree with him. So
where are we watching the fight?
Saturday.
Saturday.
My house.
Your house.
I went to my house, man. I went to my house. My house.
Don Juan, gracias.
My
Don
house.
Juan.
My rules. If you don't like it, get out.
Thank you very much. We'll see you Saturday. We'll be back next week and analyze post fight.
All right,
See
then.
who was right.
All right. Take care.
Take care.